Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode here on True Confessions, Naija. The following story that you're going to be listening to, it comes from a message sent to me by one of our subscribers, and the message reads like this. My name is Emmanuel, not her real name. I grew up in a small village in Nigeria, the firstborn of 5 children. We didn't have much. My father was a struggling carpenter, and my mother sold tomatoes by the roadside. I was always told I was the hope of the family, the one who will lift us out of poverty. I believed it. I studied hard, got good grades, and even earned a diploma in engineering. But life in Nigeria doesn't always reward those who work hard. After school, I spent 2 years applying for jobs. Nothing. All I ever heard was, "We'll get back to you." I walked under the sun daily with a CV in my bag, coming home to hungry siblings and a mother with tired eyes. I prayed, I fasted, I begged God to change our situation, but nothing changed. Then one day, I bumped into an old classmate, Daniel. He was driving a brand new Toyota Camry, wearing designer clothes and a gold watch that gleamed in the sun. "Emmanuel," he said, shocked to see me in the worn-out slippers and sunburned skin. "Daniel, you look different," I replied, my voice shaking with jealousy and shame. He smiled. "Come with me, let's talk." We went to a bar, air-conditioned, expensive. He ordered a plate of pepper soup and ice-cold malt for me. I hadn't eaten all day. The small act of kindness broke me. I nearly cried. Then he asked the question that changed everything. "What are you willing to do to change your life?" I laughed nervously. "Anything except crime." He leaned in. "There are people who help, not criminals, not scammers, just spiritual people." I didn't understand what he meant. That night, he drove me to a building that looked like a warehouse from the outside, but was glowing with light inside. A small crowd, maybe 20 people, sat in silence. Everyone looked rich, calm, powerful. "This is church," Daniel whispered. I was confused. A church? The service began. A man walked out, bowed head, glowing white robes, no microphone. Yet everyone heard him clearly. His voice was calm but commanding. Suddenly, the lights dimmed. 2 men carried in something, a woman completely still. My heart dropped. The pastor removed his robe. Naked, he stood before us, walked up to the woman, and to my horror, slept with her body right in front of the congregation. She never moved. She was dead. No one flinched. No one screamed. Everyone clapped when he finished. I wanted to run, but Daniel held my shoulder tightly. "She's already gone," he whispered. "The body is a vessel." That night, I couldn't sleep. The next day, I was invited back. They told me I had to prove my loyalty. "You want money?" "Yes." A woman asked. She was called the priestess. Her voice was soft but cold. "Yes," I said, swallowing my fear. They took me to a cold, dimly lit room. On a stone slab lay the lifeless body of a young woman. She couldn't have been older than 25. Her skin was pale, but she looked peaceful, like someone sleeping. "Lie with her, just for a few minutes," they said. I was shaking. Tears streamed down my face. "She's dead." "Yes, and your old life is also dead. You want a new life, don't you?" My legs gave out, but something in me, something broken, something desperate gave in. I closed my eyes and did the unthinkable. Afterwards, they handed me a soft towel to clean myself and her. I was disgusted with myself, but then they gave me a black bag. "Open it only after you leave the premises," they warned. I walked home that night, feeling like a murderer, a monster. When I finally opened the bag, I gasped. Stacks of naira, more than I've ever seen in my life. I bought my mother a deep freezer, paid my siblings' school fees. Everyone praised me. "Emmanuel has made it." They thought I got a contract job in Abuja, but I knew the truth. and the money didn't stop. Every week, more bags, but there was a condition: sleep with more corpses. The more I did it, the more money I got each time. It got harder to feel anything. I stopped praying. I avoided the mirrors. Then one morning, I noticed a sore on my manhood, small, painful. I thought it was an infection. It never healed. It grew, spread, and began oozing. I went to hospitals. Nothing worked. One doctor told me, "This looks spiritual." Desperate, I visited the herbalist far from town. When he saw it, he shook his head. "You slept with a corpse," he said immediately. I froze. "This wound will never heal. You have carried the spirit of the dead inside you. Your soul is rotten." I left his hut trembling. Now, every morning, I clean the wound with methylated spirits. Their pain is unbearable. But if I don't, it begins to rot. I feel like I'm decaying from the inside out. I stopped going to church, stopped accepting money. I sold everything I bought with the blood money, but peace never came. I tried to pray again, but it felt like God had closed the door on me. My dreams are filled with screaming corpses. I hear voices at night. Sometimes I smell death when I'm alone. People still admire me. Some even envy me. They say, "Teach us your secret." But I will give up every naira, every car, every gift, just to take back what I did. Now, I tell my story not for sympathy, but as a warning. Don't let poverty push you into darkness. The shortcuts are never short. The cost is far greater than money. If you are struggling, hold on to your faith. Work hard. Believe in yourself. Because once you cross that line, there is no going back. This is my confession. My name is Emmanuel, and I'll never be whole again. Dear listeners, right there is a message that was sent to me by one of our admin who helped me with that message. Strange things indeed, they do happen in this world of ours. Can you even imagine this? Now wow.